Okay, so just quickly, let's have a look at this little cute rig. So before start rigging, you need to do some stuff. First of all, you need to clean up your rig. This is not a right way of naming stuff. You have to name them properly. So you just don't need to. You don't have to leave them as it is. So I've put them all in a group first. First of all, I delete all the history. Edit, delete by type history. I have no idea what's inside this, but it seems that this is an empty group. So I delete that. I select all of them, group them, name the group, and also um, always position your model towards Z direction. So I hold J for snappy movement. So I rotate it to position, so 90 degree to the Z direction. And I freeze all the transformation once more. Oh, I will freeze all the transformation once I add the skeleton. So you remember that I used M-gear for a character skeleton, but this is so simple. So I use Maya's HumanIK, which is a very quick rig. Let me just position that properly in the center. Okay. So yeah, you know that you have to start naming them properly. So these are eye pupil, and that one is eye right. So this eye pupil right is the child of, I middle click and make it the child of that one, because when I want to look around, I want to have it. And then I make sure that the center of the rotation is somewhere that I need. Like, you have to just make sure that it's where it needs to be. So it's better if I bring it to the middle and push it back a little bit. And then so I can look around. Up and the up one just doesn't work very well. Okay, I can delete these two. Duplicate that one. Oops, sorry, Control D. And name it properly. Just go to the front view and I name that properly. So this is eye left, eye pupil left. What you can do, I'm going to do some cool things. I'm going to attach the, first of all, I'm going to freeze these two. Modify freeze transformation. You see that they all turn, yeah, they go into the default mode. So now what I do, I just say that all the rotations here will drive that one. So let's start with the rotation Y. So you just click. So we are going to manipulate this based on that. So if I right click here and say expressions, edit expressions, click on rotate Y and then click edit expression. So I left rotation Y is equal to I right rotation Y, as simple as that. And then you create the script. You see that it turns purple. It means that it is controlled by another attribute. So from now on, you just need to grab that one. But you see that I just applied the Y direction. So if I do the Z, it doesn't work. So I have to do that for all of that. Let's go back to here. Right click. No, edit expressions. So you can just type both expressions. For I left rotate X is I right rotate X, and you can do that for I left rotate Z is equal to I right rotate Z. That's it. Create. Oh no, I left. I just create one of them. Let's make the Z afterwards. I left rotate X. Yes, that one is created. Click on that one. Edit expressions. I left rotate Z is equal to I right rotate Z. Create. So now this one, this little I, this is the driver of both eyes. So what about the mouth? How we can have a proper rig for the mouth? So for every bit of the face, we can have a proper rig structure. First of all, I'm going to position it properly. Okay. What you can do, you can, if you don't need too like wide range of movements, and you just need smiling and stuff, you can use deformation. So I freeze this transformation for the mouth as well, and you can add. So this is mouth, and you can go to the rigging and then deform, and there's a bunch of different deformers. Like you can add lattice and like 3x3 lattice points, and you can start play around with the lattice points for the mouth movements. Maybe I just go make that 2, no, that one 3, no 2, and that one 3. Yes. So you can create blend shapes with lattice points and then start play with your blend shapes. And like for different facial expressions, I delete the lattice point. What I want to add now is a nonlinear. Where it is? Not really. I cannot see it. I just want the bend. Oh, there it is. Okay. So I just add a bend, and then that's the bend handle. You just rotate it. So I hold J and rotate it here, and then I press T and check that out. So with middle click, so just if you need like a bit of like a small range of movements. So this bend handle is added to the mouth. I drag and drop it to the mouth. You can move it out of the mouth. So whenever you need it, just select it, press T, middle click, and then play around with that. And there are a couple of other bend attributes, like this squash and stretch works very fine. So you can use it for like these movements. So I move that squash and stretch handle out as well, and I middle click, drop it to the mouth. So the mouth has two handles with it now. So that can be used. The bend, press T, middle click. The squash handle, press T, middle click the outer one, like is eating, like, and then becoming happy. Select that one. Hey, I'm happy. So the mouth, and so we rig the eyes. So quickly, we rig the mouth. Now we need to rig the body. So okay. The rigging structure that I want to use for the body is the Maya default HumanIK. So if you don't see that HumanIK, just click on that little human icon, and you will see that it pops out. Now let's add a creature. So let's create so you see that create skeleton, create contour rig, and then character different. So these are the all the steps that you can go one by one, or just click on quick rig tool if you have a biped, like a proper human with legs and hands and stuff. But this is not a biped character. Let's name the other parts. This is arm right, and that one is arm left. So I don't like to see any, just horrible naming, Just name your models properly. It doesn't take more than a few minutes. Okay, let's create a skeleton. So skeleton gets added. So you see that it's massive, it's huge. So what I can do, I can enlarge my character to that size. But the proportions are for a human proportion. So let me just I'm looking at that pelvis. Pelvis is the most important part. So I am going to have the penguin adjusted with that pelvis. So this penguin has no fingers, so I turn off all the fingers. This penguin has no toe base, so I turn off the toe base. So basically I have a two legs, two arms, and the body. The spine is like has three joints. I make it two joints because our penguin is too chubby. So I start to position the pelvis first. So the penguin pelvis should be somewhere around here. I can have a look at a penguin's skeleton to figure out how to position. So the pelvis is right down close to the. Let me bring it down a bit. Okay, so the pelvis is somewhere around here. I'm going to change. So when I select, so if you want to select the group, select one piece and press up arrow. And then I just want to make it a bit smaller. Okay. So the pelvis seems fine to me now. No, doesn't. Move the model back. Just right to the middle. If this is, I'm looking at from different angles. If this is the center point, so why not hold? I'm going to hold D. So you see that when I hold D, there's that pivot point pops out, and then I hold X for snapping to the grid, and then you see that it snaps to the grid, and then I middle click and snaps to the grid. So the center point is there. Anyway, Now let's reposition the skeleton the way it should look like for a penguin. Just have a look at the penguin. So we have to move the knee forward somewhere around here, and the feet, well, basically we can have a toe base. And I move that. Oh, there's something wrong here. Okay, I move those there, and we can have feet or toes there. We just position the skeleton just to create the right movements. We might not use that. Okay, so this is the feet. So what about, so now let's work on the upper part of the body. I move things down, shoulders down, up to there, upper arm. So I move this upper arm here, and then elbow, and then hand, upper arm, elbow, and the hand. Just have a look at it from the side. Let's position them properly again. That one is nice. That one is nice as well. All good. The head needs to be down. Okay, this is the neck. You see that when I select it, the name is character neck, and this is character head. So the neck is like somewhere around here, and the head is there. Okay, this is the guide rig. So the guide skeleton is ready. I press 5. You can see your skeleton if in the shading you turn on the X-ray joints. Now go back to HumanIK. The character 1, which is this character, is ready. You just need to go and create the control rig. So you just go and click on the control rig, and it just gets there. So the rig is ready. So basically this is just a HumanIK rig that, you know, can be used for animating your character. Hands. Okay, so now we need to skin it. I don't skin the head and the mouth. I just assign them to that skeleton, the eyes and the mouth. First, let's skin the. So I skin the whole. I select everything. Is it the control reference effector? Blah blah. Yes, hips. Okay. Let me see if I can quickly do a skinning here and bind skin. And so, oh no. Let me pause that. Okay, so this is the guide. What we want is the skeleton, the hidden skeleton. The skeleton is hidden here. So when I turn this on, it just appears. So these yellow ones are the character guides, and the main skeleton is inside this character reference. So if I just like, I can try that. I just can quickly skin that to the character and see if it behaves. So yeah, so I delete the skin here, remove unbind skin for now. So what we need to do is I'm going to hide the 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 references for now. I hide it. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to select everything except, so, and then the body. And then I go to the skin. So it says the joint hierarchy should be rigged. I don't, so basically I want to skin the core. So instead of joint hierarchy, I say selected joints. The pelvis and the first joint, second joint, shoulder, and that shoulder, neck and head, and then hips, knees, feet, and toe. I have selected them all. So you will see that if I press F, they are all selected. What is not selected? I just don't want the arms to be selected. Do you see the arms? Yeah, you see that the arms are not selected. So that's what I wanted. It's because I just want to rig those parts to the body. So I select that, and then I use a skinning method. No, geovoxel, voxel, whatever the name is. That gives a better result. Bind skin, wait. Skinning is done. Now you can rig arms the same way. So select these joints one by one. So shift select your arm, bind the skin, selected joints, geodesic voxel, bind. 1, 2, 3, holding shift, and then the body. So you see that. Hold shift, click, click, and while holding the shift, just click the arm. What was that? Skin, bind the skin. Okay, you can hide this. Oh, I'm going to bring back the rig. So this rig should work for all the body, but you see that there's some problems down there, and that's because of the model is not made properly. The model breaks over there. We'll fix it. We can. So there's a hole here. So we'll fix that part. So the legs are. What about this? We can have a bit of like movement on the leg. You see, walking like that, and the arms are working properly as well. They don't they don't penetrate into the body. They just work nice. What did you do? Push, 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 push. Now we need to think about eyes and the mouth. So I hide the rig again. I go back to the skeleton. So it would be nice if I would be able to attach these two to the neck. We'll see. So I select these two, hold shift this one, and shift select the neck skeleton and press P. You see that they jump under the neck skeleton. We can try if it has been successful or not. Yeah, you see that the eye is doing well. So what about rotation? Oh, what's there? What's there? So basically it seems that the neck is the right joint to do that. So I select the mouth with all the handles, and let me hide the mouth, and then the neck, and then press P. So then I hide all the skeleton and I bring the rig back. Oh, I should not hide that. Okay. So basically now we got the rig ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. And T smile. Okay, there you are. Now, so you have everything for animating, but we need to fix the body. There is a problem here. What I do, so what if a problem may rise like that? You go skin, unbind your skin, so the body is detached now. You fix that problem. So how we do that? Control 1 isolates the model. It's basically just instead of control 1 is just clicking on that little isolate, select it. Select this one, isolate it. I don't want to see the grid now as well, so just let's fix this. Okay, shift insert edge loop. Okay, I add a couple of edge loops here and there. Get close to the position, and then I select those vertices, press 4, make sure nothing else is selected. Yep. 5, control to face, delete them, select one of them, shift right click and fill hole. The hole is filled, select that one, and now we have to nicely multi-cut from here to there, press Y, multi-cut from here to there, press Y, there, Y, or what I'm doing, I could have said poke face, bang, there it is. Still there might some problem might rise, but we'll see. Alt Shift D or edit delete by type history. Alt Shift D. The history is gone, so we have a clean mesh. It is not frozen yet. We should have frozen the arms and everything, but we didn't. I forgot that. So before skinning, make sure that you go and freeze transformation. Delete history, freeze transformation. In my custom shelf, I always hold Control Shift and add these two. Freeze transform and delete by type history. These are very used too much, so you use them quite often. Freeze transform, delete history. Okay, that one is ready. Control 1 again, everything is back. So do that. So I do a very quick. So select everything and select that. I just do a quick rig now. Bind the skin. Oops. Okay, bind the skin. Select all of that. Skin. Go to there. Instead of selected joints, joint hierarchy. Apply. Just want to make sure that the lower part. Yeah, you see that it doesn't break anymore, but it's not soft as well. If I press 3, it should be fine. Yeah, I just have to soften the edge by pressing 3. Okay, we're fine. I go back, unbind. Okay, go back to the selected joints, and I start hiding the rig, and then select the joints that I want to add for the body. You see that the joints getting selected there. Arms are not selected. That's what I want. Apply. Find a skin. Okay, all good. Now we have, oops. We have the character ready for walking. I can turn on that one as well. And the hands are there as well. So this is a very quick rig inside Maya using the HumanIK, which is a quick rigging system. It's fine, it's not bad, but it's not the very best auto rigging system. So I still strongly recommend M Gear. That's it.